Hey, it's day 56, my AT through hike. I started this morning at Punch Bowl Shelter. Got a little later start than I would have liked, like 7 o'clock. But I had a 23-mile day plan, so that put me, at 8 or 9 o'clock arrival. Had that worked out. I'm actually in a different shelter right now. The day started out really, it was like slow going terrain. I couldn't really get a good cadence, couldn't keep 2-mile-an-hour pace. And the humidity really kicked in right before this massive climb up this mountain. And it was like a 4-mile climb, and there was no water for a long, long time. So I was heavy with water, heavy with food from resupply yesterday. And the humidity was coming on so strong, like I was pouring sweat, and I was starting to get really worried that I wasn't gonna have enough water if I was pouring sweat like this. And then out of nowhere, it started downpouring, like you heard it coming, that kind of rain, like buckets. And I pulled my pack off real quick, got my raincoat on, but it wasn't quick enough. I got drenched in the process. And at that point, I was soaked through the clothes I was wearing. I mean, they're quick dry clothes, but then nothing's drying out here in this humidity and wetness anyway, at least not, quickly. So I knew I had a shelter coming up at 15-ish miles instead of 23 miles, but the shelter's a freaking half a mile off trail, which is, no one likes to do these off-trail miles, right? But I figured it's raining, the thunder had started, and there was a pretty good shot that I could get a space in the shelter there and be able to really take off my clothes, dry my clothes out, instead of getting to the other shelter would have probably been full by the time I got there. And then I would have been in my tent and, I would have just soaked my tent in the process, and my tent would have been soaked from the rain and the thunder that's continued. Some more thunder was just passing through here a minute ago. So, it is what it is. Yesterday I did only 13 miles because I had to spend 5 hours in town and do laundry and charge my batteries and stuff and resupply. And then today, 15, I'm glad I can do 20s and 23s when I have the time, but today was just not the day for a big day. I'm glad I pulled up short. I'm just having a little rest time.